Why? Because that's what humans do. Humans destroy. That's all we know how to do, bruh. And until we learn how to coexist with each other and live in fucking world peace, we will never live in the future because we're too busy destroying ourselves in the present. Does not anyone get that? Am I talking out of my ass here? Pause.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. He wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now. While the angels fly over my headstone.
Oh shit. My bad. My pops is out here cleaning the fucking grill on this beautiful Memorial Day afternoon and shit. And yeah, late ass intro. Because I don't have all my shit together. Funny enough, isn't that funny? When you don't have your shit together, life has a funny way of moving you to where you do get your shit together. Anyway, I forgot the whole fucking intro, so we're just gonna go ahead and say we are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast. It's your boy Big Sir Bavelli back in the place to be, La America Superior, Palace 81 Studios. We are live in effect, live and direct. It's your boy Mr. 9 Times. Yes. Today's mathematics is wisdom and equality all being born to build and destroy. So we must bring about our God-given wisdom and equally express that when we build or we destroy. So whenever we need to destroy the negative in our life, we need to bring about our wisdom to that, in fairness. All right? But if you don't need to destroy, build. You always got to build. Building is better than destroying, but sometimes we got to destroy too. And in rare cases, we got to destroy more than we got to build. But either way, it goes hand in hand. You can't build upon you can build on what's already been built. But I think that when we need to scrap everything, all the negative out of our lives and build onto that, I think it's even better. But either way, whether we build or we destroy, we need to bring about our wisdom and our fairness into the world. Peace. Today's drip check, we have Rosewater Gel NYC, Asics, Fila sweats, this pink blank shirt, and upside down fucking Dodger fitted that I love so much. I love this hat. Why I look like the fucking Pink Panther today? I always wanted to get a clean pink fit off, and I was trying to go like all pink, you know, pink hat, pink shirt, pink shoes, and then maybe even like pink velour shorts. But you know, I walk around looking like a fucking bottle of Pepto-Bismol, and that's fine. You know, but I think just with me, it's just like I'm subtly getting into the fits. You know what I mean? So I have a lot of like different fits I have in mind, like purples and pinks. And I'm trying to slowly ease my way into that shit, you know, because pink is a very feminine color. But I think I could rock it. You know what I mean? Being a designer means you got to step out of your comfortability and your comfortable elements, and you got to get into something new. You don't have to be a fucking designer, because 90% of my life I was worrying about what people said or, you know, whatever about me. And it's like, fuck that shit, bro. I'm trying to operate in a new space, and I could care what anybody has to say. I got these Asics at the kids store before I saw Makami, but check this out. If I were to tell the whole story, because I saw Makami at the Peppermint Club, I'd be here for fucking like 2.5 hours easy. So I don't know how long we're going to do part 2 where I explain the whole Makami show. But for now, we're just going to get into, you know, the God's Hour basics with the shoes and the fucking wrestling and all the normal jazz that we all like to collectively listen to when we indulge ourselves in the God's Hour. So Let me see. Okay, so Saturday night's main event was 2 days ago, and I didn't think it was that good. I thought it was really clunky. I thought the wrestling was pretty lackluster, to be honest with everybody. Like, not that I was lackluster, but it was very clunky. You know, there was the first match was really good with Seth Rollins and what's his name? Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn and CM Punk. That was a good match. We saw the return of Bronson Reed. And I thought it was interesting how he comes back and he sides with Seth Rollins. So we're going to see where that goes. I like it. It's kind of like when after Roman became champion, they had to do some sort of like storyline for Seth Rollins because they got Drew the fuck out of the way. So they had to come up with some good shit for Seth Rollins, and I thought Bronson Reed was the perfect person for them to do matches. It's kind of like the giant, slow, shorter dude versus like the more energy. You know, Seth has like a really good. When I saw this match with Braun and Seth versus Sammy and CM Punk, I knew there was no way this was going to be a bad match. Like, on paper and in actuality, I love when these wrestlers wrestle. Even for CM Punk, even in his old age, he's still really well in the ring. Same thing with Seth Rollins. He's been in for like a long time, but he still can do high level shit. Same with Sammy. Braun is a more fresher face, and Bronson Reed, he's kind of like on the come up too. And I think it's cool that they're doing like this evolution type thing with this new Deadly Alliance with Paul, Seth, Bronson, and Braun. And I really feel like they're going to make Bronson a Batista and put him in the world title picture maybe like in a year or two from now. Best case scenario, a year. Worst case scenario, in 2 years. Because I don't feel like it's going to take Braun Breaker. I don't think it's going to take long if they push him the right way to to get up to the top. You know, we saw him drop the belt to Jey Uso, or I guess he beat Jey Uso for the Intercontinental title, and then Jey went on to win the World Heavyweight title. And I hope they spin the block back to where we either see Braun taking the belt from Jey, or we see Jey dropping the title to someone else, like maybe Gunther. I think that'd be a better match, Gunther versus Braun Breaker. I feel like that'd be really cool because I think they have more actual wrestling backgrounds, if I'm not mistaken. Bronson Reed, fuck. Now it's fucking me up because we have Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. There's too many Brons. Where's LeBron at when you need him to fucking take credit for some shit? I don't know. So yeah, that was like one of the only good matches. Then we get to, hold on, I have like some shit in my notes, and people are blowing up my Instagram. Fake bots. How much do you want to bet this is like a fake Instagram bot?
I set up.
Let me see. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry to stop the podcast. Never mind. This is an actual girl. And whatever. That's fine. Let me see. My bad, y'all. My bad. Let me see. Okay, so the first match was good, right? Oh, and Bronson Reed, he returned wearing the black cement 3s. That was awesome. I think it was the best match of the night. Then we had Selena Vega versus Chelsea Green, which I thought was clunky. I feel like Vega couldn't really execute her moves in smooth succession, and I felt like you had Chelsea trying to like slow herself down for Selena. The 619 that Selena tried to do on her looked horrible. Like, completely missed that shit. Get that the fuck out of here. And I feel like she never should have been champion. They tainted Chelsea Green's United States title run. I felt like she could have had like something like the first ever undefeated women's champion. They didn't go that route for whatever reason. A lot of rumors are going out saying that Chelsea Green was talking shit on an interview with, I think, Chris Van Vliet or Vlay or whatever the fuck. I don't know. all I know is you talk shit, and then there's gonna be repercussions, and then all of a sudden, like, you're not on the main card anymore. But shit like that happens, and it's no fucking like secret. So I feel like, and I'm not trying to knock Selena Vega. I'm just saying, like, maybe for that night, I think she's a great wrestler. She has like a great gimmick and all that. But like in the ring for that, at least that match, it just wasn't going over well with me. I'm like, the whole time, or a lot of the time, I was like, great, like, you know, this is just, it just wasn't a good match. Like it's a 1-star match at best, and I couldn't even believe Selena retained. It's like, this shit looked clunky and she retained. Like, at least make it so we're like, she's clunky and then she loses, because then it's like, okay, we can give her an excuse. But she didn't even wrestle good and she retained the title. Like, come on, bro. Like, there's no believability in that kind of shit, bro. Then we had John Cena versus R-Truth. That shit had no business being a match. There was no build-up, no story. The match was okay at best. Cena had a moment of hesitation with the title, like if he was going to hit R-Truth, but then he didn't. Then he kicks R-Truth in the nuts. I think he hits him with a FU, and then 1, 2, 3. So I think they're hinting at John Cena turning back in a babyface, which is cool. But that was the only highlight of the match. Cody return later. I don't know why I was gonna lump it in with this, but the promo, he cuts on Jey Uso where he's like, I'm going to ruin wrestling, and you're going to lose to like a YouTuber. I thought that was fucking trash. I thought that was corny and like unbelievable. And there was no business for John Cena to cut a promo like that. But it set up what was going to happen with Jey Uso versus Logan Paul. We'll get to that later. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre was good. It was nothing special. But the finish I thought wasn't good. Damian Priest hits Drew McIntyre with a concerto. And you could tell the crowd is like, one more time. He doesn't. He's about to leave the cage, like, so he could win. And the fans are like, boo, like, get the fuck out of here. And he walks out anyway. At least hit him with another concerto and pin him. Like, because you could see, like, Priest is like, we're finishing this shit up for good. And it's like, okay, you don't do that by just walking away. Like, finish him. Hit him with another concerto, or at least pick him up and give him a South of Heaven, and then pin him or submit him or do something. Knock him the fuck out to where or make the ref stop it. Like, stop, this is it. Like, that's enough, you know? The finish was bad. I didn't like the finish to that match. Hopefully they do get it the fuck out of here, because I really don't want to see any more matches with these guys. They could have ended it with the match before, which was whichever spot they did. I don't know if it was like a Raw or a SmackDown, or I don't even remember my events where Damian gives Drew a fucking South of Heaven onto the tables. I feel like it was a Fatal 4. I feel like it was a Fatal 4-way. Was it for the U.S. title? I don't even remember. It doesn't matter. But get this shit the fuck out of here. I don't really want to see them wrestle anymore together. Logan Paul versus Jey Uso was okay. Nothing crazy. Cody, in my opinion, made like a lackluster return. You know, it wasn't nothing built up. They weren't building up to this. I felt like they try to do with Cody what they did with Roman, where Roman came out of nowhere and people were like, oh my God, he returned. Like, everybody was anticipating it, but when he came, it was like, oh shit, he's been gone for a long time. Cody's been gone for like a month or some shit like that, you know? And then fucking, or not, maybe not even that, or some shit. And then, what is it? He comes back. So there was no... Like, I feel like WWE is just throwing shit at the wall and they're seeing what sticks. I'm not shitting on it, because I feel like the New Deadly Alliance and some other things, like with Penta and like the Judgment Day stuff, is keeping me watching this shit. But really, like, they need to smarten themselves up on what kind of stories they're trying to tell, bro, because a lot of this shit, it just feels like herky jerky and last minute. And you could tell, because it's just, they're, instead of a rematch between Cody and Cena for the title, they're going with Cena and Logan Paul versus Cody and Jey Uso. John Cena was gonna come in and help Logan Paul win the title, but Cody came in and interrupted that shit, and he gave John Cena a fucking crossroads. So to me, that just means, I think in my mind, at some point, Cody's gonna win the title back from John, and then John's gonna have this realization and become a babyface again, which I think is like horse shit. You know what I mean? Like it just seems like very, we've seen this a million times before. Based on what they can do with it, they could pull it off. But right now, I'm not super jazzed with what we have so far. Maybe shit'll change. I don't know. But overall, Saturday night's main event was just okay. Every Saturday night's main event is never like, oh my God, this is a solid. I feel like Backlash was better than WrestleMania. Backlash was better than Saturday night's main event. So I don't know what's going on. And we have more wrestling shit to discuss. So if you're not a wrestling fan, you could probably skip about 10 minutes more or so of this conversation. And then Cody cut the promo where it's like at Money in the Bank, they're not going to do anything for the titles. It's going to be Cody and Jay versus Logan and Cena, which I think is fucking dumb, but whatever. In other wrestling news, in AEW, Darby Allin climbed to the top of Mount Everest, and he's flying the AEW flag. I think that's kind of cool. Let me see. I bought some AEW Dynamite tickets because Dynamite is coming to Ontario on Wednesday, July 2nd. I want to see the Hurt Syndicate bad as fuck. MJF just joined the fucking Hurt Syndicate. We hurt people. We hurt people. I said we hurt people. That shit is hard as fuck. I honestly feel like MJF is gonna backstab the Hurt Syndicate at some point, but I don't know how this is gonna go over well, because either they're gonna do like some handicap matches between Shelton and Bobby Lashley and MJF, or I see them doing a Bobby Lashley versus MJF straight. But it seems to me that MJF needs a tag team partner to go against the Hurt Syndicate when he turns on them. I think MJF, he doesn't fit in the Hurt Syndicate, but he kind of like, he fits in a way where he doesn't fit in, but it works. You know what I mean? Like he's the outcast. He's like the Sami Zayn from like the Bloodline version of the Hurt Syndicate. It's funny seeing like the wrestlers I grew up watching go on like AEW. Like I used to love seeing MVP, Bobby Lashley, and Shelton Benjamin wrestle, and now they're, in AEW. And MJF, I think he's a stone cold heel. I love a character like MJF where he's just a fucking dick. He's an asshole. He don't care if you get cheers. Like he's gonna talk shit to you and you're gonna like it. That's pretty much like MJF's model. Hold up. So Dynamite is in July. It was about 200 tickets. I think I'm sitting in the front row. Not even. They wanted 600 for front row. I paid like $200 for the fourth row, and I think it's gonna be fire, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I kind of wanted to take my dad, but then I wanted to go there by myself because I wanted to experience a wrestling event by myself. But I'll take my pop at some point to Raw. I definitely want to take my pop to Raw because that'll be like the more grander shit. And I feel like a ticket to Raw would be like on the fourth row. Oh, for sure, like 400, at least double the prices. I just ate, so I'm like fucking. I got the fucking. I feel like I'm gonna burp and shit. Pause. What is it? So is that it for our wrestling news? Dun 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 dun. Wrestling news. Dun 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 dun. We got some wrestling to talk about. Let me see. I think that's it. Think that's it. That's it. Okay. Tyler the Creator has just announced his carnival. Comes out every year. I attended the second and third carnivals. I think I've only been to two. Yeah, 2014 and 15. So both of them were dope. And 2 was really fire. And 3 had an exponentially greater amount of people than the second one. And that's when I knew, I was like, this isn't for me. Because by the third one, he already had Pharrell. Pharrell was awesome. Chance the Rapper, Erykah Badu. Now at this point, you're getting people like Travis Scott and like even bigger stars, Kanye West, shit like that, to hold down the fucking, the fort or whatever. Because obviously you're gonna want to get. It's a business, so you want it to grow. So you're not gonna go and fucking keep booking like trash talk and shit. Because I think the first carnival had like Action Bronson, Mac Miller, trash talk, shit like that, where it was like they were bubbling, they were underground but they were bubbling, shit like Joey Badass or something like that. I think Joey was at the carnival. I think I'm actually wrong. I don't think I've ever seen. I saw Pro Era perform back in 2013, like right after Capital Steez passed away, like right when they dropped Summer Nights. This was at the Irvine Amphitheater. On the Wiz Khalifa's, it was Wiz and ASAP Rocky's tour. They headlined together, and that was really cool. Trying to think, that was before they like exploded. Like they were popping, but they weren't like how they are now, like pop stars. Like this is pre-pop star Rocky, and then Wiz was well on his way to being a pop star. Wiz being like more famous than Rocky at that time is kind of crazy to me when I think about it, but that's what it was like. So I saw Pro Era at that time. I don't even remember the songs they did. From what I remember, they had a really short set, like something like 15 minutes or something, like only like 3 or 4 songs. But they're undercarders, so it is what it is. So going back to the first time I went to the Odd Future Carnival, I saw Freddie Gibbs, Action Bronson. I remember seeing Flatbush Zombies. Oh, Rick Ross. He did Every Day I'm Hustling, and I forgot the other song. Amelie. Is that even his song? Amelie's not a song. He has 2 big songs. Every Day I'm Hustling, and I forgot the other shit. Is I feeling like I'm Big Meech, whatever. Is that Every Day I'm Hustling? I don't know. I don't remember. But it was popping. Obviously, from what I could remember, Freddie Gibbs, for me, he stole the show because I remember singing word for word Deeper and Thuggin'. It was fire. Like that 2014, you just had to be there, bro. You fucking had to be there. That one, I remember Action Bronson ripping open a pound of weed and throwing it into the fucking crowd. I remember I didn't go to see Mac Miller because I've never been like a Mac Miller fan like that. Rest in peace to the homie. But I do remember seeing some of his shit off to the side. And I saw I think I saw Earl. I don't really remember, but I remember seeing like a majority. If I were to see the lineup, I could tell you like, oh, I saw them. It's just like, 11 years ago, which is fucking crazy. Crazy when I think about it. I was underage. So then we go to the 2015. That one I remember more, seeing Earl Sweatshirt, Tyler the Creator, Pharrell, Snoop Dogg, Schoolboy Q. When he played Man of the Year, that shit was bro. Yeah. Girls see girls and we went to the ass ends of that shit was. He had that shit jumping as fuck. I remember crying when Pharrell and Tyler did is it called I Fucking Hate You? When Pharrell singing, like tears of joy, bro. That might be the one and only. I think I've only cried tears of joy like 3 times in my whole life, and that was one of them. I almost started crying at the mock show, but that's a whole different thing. I'll get to that in the next episode. But yeah, man, the carnival was really dope, man. And I remember it progressively got more expensive. Like I think the first time it might have been like sub $80, you know what I mean? Something that was like, fuck, this is a lot of money, but okay. The second time, I want to say it was like $100 or some shit. And I think I got the VIP or some shit like that, because I remember I got patches and like different shit. You know what? I'm lying. There was a thing where you could buy like a VIP with a backpack that had like a special Odd Future thing and came with carnival rides, because it's a carnival. It's an actual carnival. You could see shows and then ride the rides, and there's games. So if you bought the VIP thing, you got like a backpack with like stickers and carnival rides, a certain amount. I knew people that got that. But I went over there and I bought a hoodie, which I still have. I might wear it for one of these podcasts. Maybe not anytime soon because it's getting hot. But it's all faded and shit. But I'll never... It's a 3X too. Right? Is it a 2 or a 3X? I don't know. But I stretched it the fuck out because that was when I was fat as fuck. And... What is it? I bought some patches and some stickers that you could only get there. And I have the patch sewn onto my JanSport. I ripped the JanSport out. And this is like the first time I'm designing shit, because I put the 47 and like Boy Scout numbers on the, you know, it has the one pouch right there. And then the Odd Future Carnival, like Golf Wang cat, dead cat thing on it. And I had all my college textbooks. Like literally the second day of college, I think I was a sophomore. Or no, I was probably a freshman. They stole it. Like, I left my backpack in the class. When I came back the next day, I was like, hey, you see my backpack? They're like, nope. They jacked me for my backpack, you fucking cocksuckers. So, whatever, you know, it is what it is. Shit happens. Yeah. Going back to the carnival, though, for this year, smoked out prices. You can only buy... Hold on. Makami has some smoked out prices too, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Don't worry. They wanted something crazy like $400 or some shit like that. Oh, and it sold out. So 2 days, general admission, $385. 2-day VIP admission. So a general admission is carnival rides are included. Carnival gameplay is not included and will be sold separately. Special advance sale gift included with each advance sale order. Oh yeah, what a deal. What a steal. $385. $675 for the VIP. Includes a VIP merch package, which includes a backpack, insulated water bottle, a compass keychain, a pair of socks, a lamp, a pin, dedicated VIP entry lane at the festival entrance, and all this other VIP shit. Then we have the super VIP. So if you're not a fucking regular dickhead, here's for the super dickheads. We have the super V to the I to the fucking P, bruh. The super VIP merch package is designed by Matt McCormick. Is that the guy that does all the black pepper and spices and shit? McCormick, shout out to you. Includes a Fender Telecaster electric guitar, a duffel bag blanket, Converse sneakers, ceramic mug, and a fucking keychain, bruh. Yes, an unlimited carnival game wristband, some more VIP access shit, exclusive golf merch location, exclusive food, air-conditioned restrooms. Wow. I could take a shit with the AC on. Does it have warm seats too? Carnival rides are included. So, for all you super dicks out there, pause. $17.50 for 2 days at Tyler the Creator's fucking Wonderland of Greed. This is where we are. This is America. Shout out to Childish Gambino. This is literally America, where greed runs this motherfucker, right? Yes. So I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go to this year and probably like the next couple years, because this is what happened. The last time I went there, I was exhausted, bro. I was there like my sister made us miss Caliucci's. I remember going in, and I could hear her voice. I was like, "Come on, we gotta go." I'm literally like running to go see her. As soon as we go up to the stage, thank you so much, everybody. Good night. Blows kisses, and she leaves. I just look at my sister like, thanks a lot, bro. Like, really, this is what the fuck I was telling you about. You made me miss. Like, this is when Caliucci's would do her own makeup and shit when she was still on the come up. This is when Por Vida had just came out. You know, like not at all the Cali we know now. The Cali I knew. We was bumping Cali in 2015, y'all. Y'all are mad late. But that's why I'll never forget my sister for that shit. She made me miss out on seeing Caliucci's. And I don't even want to see, like, the next time I see Caliucci's is like, I'm probably going to book her to do like Drunken Babble. You know what I mean? I don't even want to hear her new shit. I want to hear her like, I want to hear Por Vida on before, like, or unreleased shit. You know what I mean? Like something like mad exclusive. So that was 2015. I'm trying to think. The 2015 OF Carnival. And then I think originally it was called the Odd Future Carnival, but by 2015 it was the Camp Flogna Carnival, or Camp Flogna. Yeah, something like that. Here it is. It was at the LA Coliseum. It was in November. Jesus, why is this shit like all fucking... What's up, boy? Oh my goodness. Okay. So they had 3 different stages. They had Snoop in the Dog Pound, which I saw. Tyler, I saw. Atmosphere, I didn't see. Mac Miller, I think I saw only a little bit. YG, I want to say I only saw a little bit. The Internet, no. Prof or whatever, didn't see. Willow Smith, I didn't see. Then we had on the Flog stage, ASAP Rocky, we saw. Janae, I think we saw. Odd Future, we saw. Fly Low, no. Living Legends, no. Low End Theory, no. Puya. I feel like when we went in, I feel like he was performing. Then on the Nas stage, it was Toki Monster, didn't see him. Mr. Carmack, no. Taco, I think I remember seeing a bit of his set. Trash Talk a little bit. I think I remember seeing Danny Brown, and that's it. Yeah. Yeah, man. That was really good. I feel like maybe Freddie Gibbs blew everybody out of the water. Just seeing Freddie Gibbs live, you know what I mean? Maybe blew the 2015 show out of the water. But just for those 2 years, it was fire as fuck. Now, who was on the lineup last year? I can't believe he's still doing it. And I attended like the second and third one, 2024. Camp Flogna lineup. So we had, from people I like, Mike G, Left Brain, Damo, Tyler, Playboy Cardi, Vince Staples, and I saw Vince Staples too. I think Vince Staples performed with Earl on the 2015 one. Denzel Curry, Action Bronson, Earl, Mace. Wow, Mace was on last year. The Marias. That's it. I wouldn't even... FM Mood, a tribute to MF Doom. That would have been cool. Yeah, I wouldn't have went. For 400, you got me fucked up, bro. And that's the thing, like, Camp Flogna was only one day. Now I guess they're splitting in 2 fucking days, which I think is a good idea. But have like all the hipster shit on one side. I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna sprinkle everything together so they get you for both days. I'm not gonna do that. Like, as it is, I spent $200 on a Makami show. We'll get into that next episode, which it was well worth it, and I'll tell you why. But you got to tune in to next week's episode. What else do I have to talk about, man? What else do I have to talk about? Because it's Herbies. Oh, I can't believe I missed the Wyatt 6 return on SmackDown. Happy birthday to Bray Wyatt. That shit was dope, how he blew out the candle for Bray Wyatt. Before I get into these kicks, man, let's see. I don't even know if I want to talk about. Let me just talk about sneakers, and then we'll probably end it and shit. I missed out on the Paul Rodriguez SBs. Didn't even have a chance. I know for a fact they had a lot more white cement 4s out there because both of my homies that are big sneakerheads, shout out to Jordan and Gino. Jordan got a pair at Shoe Palace in Compton. Gino hit on them. I hit on them on the sneakers app. I went in for a raffle through EQL and Feature, and I didn't get them. And then I went to fucking Kith, and I saw them over there too. And I saw the Foam Posit Psychic Blues, which aren't even out, over there too. Really interesting shit. I'll tell that story next episode as well. Suspense. So I missed out on the P-Rods. I'm gonna try to go for the Air Rare 3s. I got the White Cement 4s. I actually hit on the Amy Leon Dor. Amy, whatever you want to say. The Ame Leon Dor. I think they're called the RC56 New Balances. They look really nice. I can't wait to wear them and go out and fucking make people jealous with them. Yeah, New Balance RC56. They have like they're the navy ones. They had yellow ones and then white ones. But I got like I don't know what team they are, but they're like something like a navy or like a royal blue. No, not royal blue. Like a navy and like a yellow. So. Yeah, I started watching. Netflix has a El Rey, the Vicente Fernandez show. I couldn't even get through half the episode. I honestly don't think I'm gonna be watching that shit. It's just super fucking clunky. Like from my notes, it starts with him getting like beaten and bloody from like from what looks like a car accident, getting out of a taxi and walking to his own show. But like before he's singing, he says like death follow him around, but like it jumps from his childhood to like young adulthood to full like he's like famous and shit already to like poor from when he was young being poor and then like up and coming then famous. It's just very jumbled for a pilot episode. I think from what I remember, I only saw like the first half. Like I've seen this before, but only like half of the first season. It's really good, but the first episode is so fucking jumbled to where it's like you have to keep in mind, oh shit, it jumps here and then here and then here, and it's just hard to keep track of. So I don't know if I'm gonna stick with it. I watched the first episode of Prison Break, and it's just the main character is like just I'm not sold on Prison Break. It's just I don't know how that fucking show was on for years. You know, it wasn't my cup of horchata at all. I don't know how anybody could get into that shit. And I do my best. Like, I'll try to sit through. But, bro, once I start getting up and making popcorn and eating and on my phone, like, you lost me. You lost me, bro. Like, yeah, with wrestling, if I'm watching it live, I'll start doing that because it's, like, during breaks or I have ads and shit like that. So I can't give myself, like, a mental break. But if I'm just like, oh, my God, dude, like, somebody, like, shoot somebody or somebody get poked already when I'm watching a show, it's not my cup of tea. I like action. I like good drama. I don't like when it's, like, too much drama where it's, like, oh, fuck, I have to remember this. Like, I have to remember what happened way back. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I do like if they do that, but it makes sense. You know, like it kind of, there's like steady reminders like, oh, don't forget that shit because it's going to come up later. You know what I mean? Like, don't like have me being like, why did they reference that shit? Oh, I got to watch the first episode again? Oh, no, please don't do that. Don't do that to me. Like all these other stupid fucking shows where it's all drama and it's like no action. Fuck them, bro. Fuck those shows like The House and, you know, Grey's Anatomy and all these other just drama-filled shows where it's just like, it's all drama and it's like, you know, it's all like in one place. Like, nah, man, like give me some action. Like, get out. I want to explore the world. That's why I feel like Breaking Bad was so good, because it brought you into the world of the Breaking Bad universe. You felt like you were in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where they fuck with the Mexicans and the Aryans, and you go to like the restaurant, and you know, it just takes you. It gives you a sense of, I'm in this shit, you know, versus like, fuck, I'm gonna be spending a whole like hours and hours and days of my life watching somebody working in a hospital. Fuck, I hate the hospital. I don't want to be reminded of this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this just making me think like I gotta go and get my blood drawn. You know what I mean? It's just making me think like if I take a shit and it comes out brown, does that mean like I'm getting AIDS or something like that? Like, I don't know. I don't know where that came from, but I'm going off on a tangent here. That's how I know I need to keep it moving. Anytime I see Waymo cars, that shit freaks me out, bro. I don't know if I'm watching like a helicopter hybrid, like like these shits. I honestly thought people were modifying their cars, and then I looked up the cars and they're fucking taxis. I look and I see this fucking car has nobody driving in the front. I wanted to throw a rock at that shit and be like, yo, Tesla, stop it, bro. Teslas need to stop with this shit where they think everyone can just not drive and be in the back of the car while that shit fucking goes 100 into a fucking wall, into a Walgreens, you know what I mean? But no, like, I don't like it, because what I'm thinking is, oh, if these cars drive autonomously and I cross the street, is it gonna sense me? Is it gonna brake, or am I gonna get hit by a fucking car that don't even have a driver in it? You know what I mean? And the guys in the back, oh, we hit something? Yeah, you did. Because while you was in the back jerking off, I got hit by a fucking car that can't even drive, even though it's supposed to be self-driving. How much more fucking sense does that make? It don't make sense at all. Waymo, Jmo, Famo, get the fuck out of this lane-o, bruh. I don't understand what the fuck is going on with people in you're living in the past, man. You need to live in the future, man, because you're just like all in the past with it, man. We're gonna go to Mars, and Elon is a Nazi, and we need to go to fucking Andromeda by the fucking next year. Like, no, bro, that's not how this shit works, bro. Y'all need to slow down with y'all bullshit. Like, seriously. They thought by fucking 2015, Los Angeles would be living in the fucking clouds by now, like on some Star Wars shit. Guess what? We don't even fucking have flying skateboards. We're gonna live in the clouds, bro. You fucking smoked out, or what the fuck? I don't get it. Like, we want to be in the future so bad, we haven't even accomplished world peace. Hey, you believe that? You want us to fucking have laser guns and cars that fly in the fucking air? Yo, check this out. Everyone's flying in the fucking air with their ass already if they think that we can achieve supreme technology without fixing our own shit. For like, we're still bombing each other. We're still fucking each other over. This motherfucker, we're fucking people over now. And you know what's going to happen when we achieve this kind of technology? We're going to keep fucking each other over to get to Mars, to get to fucking Uranus or whatever the fuck. Pause. Why? Because that's what humans do. Humans destroy. That's all we know how to do, bruh. And until we learn how to coexist with each other and live in fucking world peace, we will never live in the future because we're too busy destroying ourselves in the present. Does not anyone get that? Am I talking out of my ass here? Pause. Stop me when I'm wrong. Just stop me when I'm wrong, bro. I'm going off on a tangent here. But it felt good. Pause. I feel like I had some more shit. Oh, here we go, right? To end this shit off, Absol and Joey Badass being frenemies during the Kendrick beef, I think is dumb as fuck. Reminds me a lot of the Makami Westside Gun shit. We'll get to that the next episode. But why, when Joey is dissing Kendrick Lamar, Absol want to pop out and do a fucking song with him? It's a song. It's not a freestyle. These motherfuckers prepared it and they performed it. That's a performance. It's not a freestyle. You know, Absol's taking half-ass shots. I feel like Ray Vaughn is getting Joey the fuck out of here more than Absol. Like Absol's, it's still 47 and still come on, bro. We don't want to hear that shit. We want to hear you say, yo, for the homie K Dot, I got this. Hold on, stab back, Kendrick. Yo, listen, Joey. I don't know who the fuck you think you are. Boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. Hit him with all these lines. I don't want to hear this whole fucking, yeah, we ain't homies, but we're homies. Because you know me. And yeah, the 47 on me. Shut the fuck up, please. Absol, I love you to death, but bro, that's not it. That's not it, bro. Like, you're literally making TDE look weak. Weak as fuck, bro. And Joey's all right there. Like, come on, bro. Like, Absol just gave the East Side, and it ain't about East or West, but he just gave Joey a W. And for what, bro? I hope K-Dot comes out and disses Absol on his next fucking album, which I hope is next week. I guarantee, hopefully, I guarantee you, just like I predicted, Kendrick was going to come at Drake, Kendrick's going to come at Joey, and then watch, Joey is going to fucking, he's going to play the victim card, bro, just like Drake played the victim card when Pusha went at him. Trust me, bro. Kendrick is just, I bet you Kendrick is already recorded. He got half an album worth of Joey disses right now. He's just picking and choosing. Okay, what am I gonna attack first? Your career sucks. You was always a has-been. You could never reach your full potential. You was always relying on your homies for clout or bullshit or acting. You know what I mean? I feel like Kendrick got some heavy duty shit for Joey. Absol's making the whole team look bad. And I feel like I think it is Rayvon where he came out with the diss with Joey. It's just fire. I was just watching the Figmunity with Too Short. They were playing and shit. I keep fucking hitting my rings, and I feel like they're gonna snap on the fucking chair at some point. These are delicacies right here, dog. Gotta keep it in check. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I feel like just people play these fucking games with each other, and I don't know what it is. Play stupid games and win stupid prizes. And Mock said it the best, bro. I don't know what it is. The whole, like, we're gonna cha-cha real smooth, and then, but it's still competitive, but we're not really friends. It's kind of like, that's how, I could see how Absol lives in that, and if that's how Absol really feels, okay, great. But during this whole shit, that's not what's needed. Like, if Kendrick responded first, then Absol came out, and they did that after Kendrick shot first, it would look a lot better. But since Kendrick hasn't responded, it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to respond for you. And now he fucked it all up. Like, I'm sorry. Absol, I love your music. You fucked it all up, though. Like, it just looks bad all around. I don't even know what the message of the day is, man. I think the message of the day is people... I think when you move with good and pure intentions, and you move with good intentions, you can't go wrong. No matter how many people try to fuck with you and side rail you and fuck you over, it doesn't matter. Because you're moving with good intentions, you're solid. Remain solid, bro. There's too many snake shits out here, bro, where people are just like, wow, you know what I mean? I'll move with like real solid intentions, and for me to feel like people are like, oh, like, I'm going to take advantage of that. And it's like, it's going to blow up in your face eventually, bro. Like, trust me, I'm not somebody that's just going to allow, like, and I don't even have to do nothing to nobody. It's just like, oh, okay, like, we're going to see how that comes back to you. Because, trust me, when people move with bad intentions, they get bad intentions. When you move with pure intentions, you get pure intentions back. This is the God's Hour.
Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. He wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now.
While the angels fly over my headstone.